Well, hello there, Internet. I'm actually recording this video on my new laptop that I pretty much had to buy for myself because I my old one was really going down the tube, and work definitely needs me to have a good laptop. So here we are, but that's beside the point. Um, it is officially April 4th, 2019. So, one whole year of being on T. And it's weird because, like most functions of life, you get used to a thing. And so, also, I'm really sorry for the bad lighting. It's a lose-lose because if I shut off my light, it becomes that. And it looks like I'm in the dark. So, gonna work on lighting one day. Anyway, um, but yeah, you just get used to, functions on the daily, and as exciting as it has been and continues to be, um, it's just become so commonplace every week to take my shot that, you know, even though I'm still looking for changes or monitoring people's reactions that know me and are excited to see the progress, um, it's so much more like just brushing your teeth. It's like a thing you do, and you know, people, especially people you see on the regular, do notice it less and less, and it's just part of the daily routine. But it's been as mundane as it has been, it's also been, of course, extremely rewarding. Maybe not, of course, but um, I think that needed to be said more than it didn't. Um, uh, so, in real calendar years, I am 29 today. Um, and of course, in T years, I'm 1. Ooh. I do not have a birthday hat, though. So, also, I have um, laundry over there. Um, but I didn't move it because, the fact that I have, of all of them, the Hulk in the front, that very cute Hulk, I feel is super fitting. Um, because uh, I, for those who know me and watching this, know that I am prone to quick agitation. Not to a malevolent extent, but enough that I just get, you know. Um, and a cute rendition of the Hulk kind of fits my personality more than I might care to admit, more than I have just now. Um, but uh, but yeah, my location has changed. I'm now living with my aunt and her friend, um, and that has meant a whole lot to me because basically, which is also why my voice might sound a little subdued because I'm also trying to like not be like, um, but nobody's sleeping though. But that has helped me in really being able to kind of regroup, like my finances, not as quickly or as uh, successfully as I would have hoped, at least in the short term, because it's only been like 3 months. But um, I know that in the long term, it's going to help me to uh, really, focus on my debt, which I've wanted to do, but also in the meanwhile, help me get funds for top surgery, which I still haven't done, which I very much plan to do by the time I'm 30, before I'm 30. You know, even if the surgery's in March, it will be a mission accomplished before the big 3-0. But more than anything else, I've actually been saving my syringes and my needles and my vials from my T-shots. Now, they're not all here because I do travel for a living, especially in the first series of trips that I took before I really just got used to traveling with my meds and my tools. I was always doing the totally legal thing of basically you shouldn't be traveling with needles. So I'm going to say that there. If you do need needles for your medication, please make sure you are disposing of them appropriately. But I did bring some back with me because other than the I want to say it's maybe 6 weeks worth of needles that I don't have from all the traveling, making sure I did bring them to the appropriate waste disposal, biohazard sites, whatever. I really wanted to physically quantify my progress, and it's not a large container, but I think it's a very good, representation of progress. I'm probably gonna hold on to it for a while, and I mean, you need to contain it in a storage container like this anyway, because then when you do dispose of your needles, they are not a medical hazard. They are contained and they have no chance of piercing the container that they're in, or exposing the needles to anybody to ultimately risk the chance of spreading any bloodborne diseases or whatnot that you may or may not have. Also, blood is messy. Not that there is blood on these needles, there's not, but I will go ahead and preface that, yeah, content warning, trigger warning if you are physically opposed, visually opposed to seeing needles. I'm about to show my whole collection, so feel free to look away. But this is what approximately a year on T looks like. I have my, as I've shown in previous videos, a needle, and then there are actually longer syringes that the needles originally come with, but that is just meant to extract out of the vial, like I've shown previously, and then you twist it off, very easy twist, and then you put the little needle on. So all of the full syringes have the blue needle attached, which are a smaller one to actually inject with. So that way you're not making a bigger hole in your body every time than you need to. It's a very small little. But yeah, part of the transition has been a dampening of emotions. I can still process, pain, happiness, everything, but especially in the last several weeks, I feel that I'm really I don't hit extremes as quickly or as profound as I used to. I still recognize them, more, you know, like great swings in one way or another. Um, but it doesn't come out here as much, I guess. It's very confusing, even for me. And to explain it, of course, is even more uh, just pretty nonsensical. But ultimately, that is the best way right now in the moment, because I don't write out these things that I say. Um, there's no better way to articulate it. Not looking too great today, but luckily the flash of light, that bad lighting, really kind of masks how botched up my lips are, and like I've got something like right here, and then you can see that on screen. But I used to have a very like bad breakout here before I really like realized that, oh yeah, it's puberty 2.0, so I need to you know, actually use shit on my face again, because I didn't need to. My skin had like balanced out pre-T, but then it didn't so much after starting. So yeah, there was a bad breakout here, but it's basically, uh, you know, well, not scabbed over. It's all scarred up and healed. But yeah, there's a like permanent whatever there. I do have Moderna, can fix it. Not in a hurry to, because I don't really care uh, that much about my outward appearance, at least in that regard. Um, but a year later, like, I've got mad bags, but um, I've noticed that my like right here, like it's still like, chunky, but you see, like I didn't actually do an analysis of my face before I started tea, but if you go back, I feel like there are enough differences that you can't necessarily point them out without like taking a microscope to it, but you can tell that my facial structure has actually changed. Um, Overall, the facial structure is still the same as it is for most, if not all, transitioning individuals, be it to one end of the spectrum or the other, or anywhere in between. But like my cheeks have seemed to, while they're still plump, they have kind of relaxed, I guess. The structure is less pronounced here. While my lips are still on the fuller side, I feel like they have um, kind of reduced also a little bit. Um, I don't really think my chin has like really come out too much more, but it definitely seems to have filled out. I don't still rightly know what I'm feeling for necessarily in here for like an Adam's apple. It's somewhere in here, but I think I have too much fat and skin there to like really be able to point it out. But also, like, I've taken photos of this, and this video quality, while better than what I had, is still pretty grainy, but like I am definitely getting sideburns here, and then like it's weird because like it's like split right here, so like it's all coming in on this side. But then other sideburn. But this one is more of a patch, like literally right here instead of just like, but it is coming in here. Um, I've always had a bit of a shadow of a mustache here, and I've never really shaved it, especially in the past year, but it's like slowly darkening, and everybody dismisses the myth of like, oh, if you shave it, it'll grow back thicker. Even though I think that was the case for my legs when I shaved them all these years pre-T, but neither here nor there about it. Might shave it just to see what happens. Um, but yeah, the next big milestone, other than kind of marking my annual celebrations of testosterone, is top surgery in the next year. And uh, if you know me in other regions of social media, specifically Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, all the big three, I guess. I'm old, so I don't use Snapchat or TikTok. I don't even know if they have profiles on TikTok. I think it's just a video thing. I don't know. But if you do want to contribute to my top surgery, I do have a link to my Venmo. And basically, I'm going to put any money aside that's given to me for that, away until it comes time to pay up. I still don't know because I haven't been able to actually start the process. I need a referral from the Mazzoni Center where I go to get that ball rolling, and I don't actually know if my insurance will cover any, if at all. So I am all but expecting to eat the entire bill of what is, if you may know, usually in the ballpark of $10,000. So yeah, if you want to reach out, even through the comments here, can probably private message you or something if you do want to help out with that. But yeah, like the last note to really touch on is the difference in my voice from a year ago to today. I don't think it got as different, as deep as I might have wanted in 1 year, but I do know that it's literally a case by case basis for every single person. Different things change at different rates, all thanks to the lottery that is genetics. So, one person's experience does not define mine, nor does mine define anyone who might be watching or also using this platform as a means of kind of documenting their experiences. So, yeah, as always, a longer video than I thought it would be, but then again, I kind of ramble. So, hopefully, all of the sound recorded, because this is literally the first time I'm using this. Did not do a test video to see that everything checks out, so might just be talking to nothing. But if it isn't, just embarrassed myself kind of for the past minute and a half. But um, as in my previous videos, I do thank you for following along with me. It's definitely been exciting. Daily struggles are still there, but they kind of keep improving as far as like my quality of life and everything, because I'm getting more of that physical, you know, uh, confirmation of what I have been experiencing internally for quite some time. So, happy birthday to me, I guess. Times 2. And everybody have a good day. I'll catch you guys around.